This is the first thing to cut, and this is that high part of the egg carton. So I've cut this one out from here, and that is where you get your cherry blossoms. And then it helps to cut these 4 sharp corners to make petals that you can shape to your liking. And then you can kind of curl them around your fingers and liberate them.
Cody, can you use regular scissors, or does it have to be the garden shears?
You can. I'm actually going to go get a regular pair of scissors. These are easier, and the sturdier the scissors are, it's better for the thickness of this material. But let me just get a regular pair and see. And then I find that it's easiest to cut these petals from the center towards that split, and then do the finer shaping. Just to get some of the bulk out of the way. I find that acrylic paint works very well with this cardboard material. I've tried watercolors and some of those tempera paints for kids, and they work, but the acrylic fills up doesn't soak into the paper as much, and it leaves a nice finish on the product, the final product. And so then the petals can be shaped a little bit, and when the paint goes on these, they become limp and you can really shape them. And so there is a petal. And this brush is a little large.
On my walk in the morning, I go down Raceway, and there's a couple trees along there, and their petals fell down, but it was right at that time when they had just fell, and it was like confetti or fresh snow. It was beautiful.
Yes, I live on a raceway, and we have a cherry tree in the back, and it's so pretty.
Oh yeah, I think I know a big wide one, right?
Well, it's in the back, so I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, okay. There's one I can like just when I pass the house, I see it. But
yeah.
There's a bunch of really beautiful cherry trees on that street.
Yes, yeah.
Are the ones in town fallen?
I haven't been to town in a month. I just realized. So I don't even know if it's still there. I see pictures, so I think so.
And you're our eyes on town. How's it looking?
Yeah, they have pretty much fallen, but boy, they were gorgeous.
Yeah, so pretty. Oh, and I should have taken a ride down to see the magnolia tree. Is it still blooming or is it done?
I think it's done.
Yeah.
It may have, the last time that I looked at it, it had a couple that were very faded.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they're really, all of those things are so pretty in all of their phases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like out at the moors, especially, it's nice because just all like in the summer it's really green and lush, and then in the fall it just kind of burns orange, and then up close it looks really gray, but when you look over the moors it looks like a silvery purple. And then this time of year, well, actually now everything, we got that good rain and now we're getting sun, so everything is like just bursting. But there's usually like end of March, April, it's like this kind of lime mint green that you can just sort of see creeping in. But, so I can't move to California. I need the seasons.
Yes. Spring is my favorite season.
Mine too.
It works so hard. It gets a lot. I like to say this, you know, I did not grow up in New England. And one of my observations when I came here, I thought, New Englanders have this saying. They say it goes from summer to winter. And it doesn't. It's spring. As I say, it works so hard. And we're not there yet. We're not at summer yet. So it'll still get dissed a little bit. You know, when you cut these to use, there's a divider in here, and try to cut them as tall as you can, so you have good room to cut and shape. All right. So now we have the exciting center of the flower, and it's so convenient. They have these small holes. Now here is where I like to put a little dab of hot glue. Oh, how cute.
Sweet.
And then I'll let that sit for a little bit. Uh,
Cody, you could paint those little pieces pink and leave them at the on the mantle by the vase as if it's
Oh,
cherry
that's
blossoms.
a fabulous idea. I love that.
Like, wow, these are real.
That's such a great idea, Janet. All right, and now we just snip off the Q-tip. The other thing that will cut like this for things like these heavy Q-tip shafts are a pair of pliers with the wire cutter would snip those off nicely. And so now, where's my, I thought I had another branch around here, but this one will work. It is a branch after all. So now we have our little cherry blossom cluster. Which you can arrange any way you want. But what I found is helpful is once you have 3 and a little cluster, if you hold them together and decide where you want to place them, they will take on a certain shape to conform. And then you can note that and then glue them all together that way. And then you have a little cluster of cherry blossoms that will stay together. This could use a little more glue here. You can, this needs a little touch-up paint, but, and then the cute little center. more or less.
Cody, are you just painting the top of the Q-tip?
Yes, dabbing it with the brush. Can you see?
Yes.
Before the Q-tip, I had, this is a wadded up piece of toilet paper.
Okay.
This is a knot of string. So the Q-tips were the easiest. That's the little small one, but other things, I think you could stuff just about anything in there if you could make it small enough. And then and you see the way it will conform around the branch if you spend some time deciding where you want it. Then it will take on this effect. And then I'm just going to mark with my finger here where I want this big old honker glob of glue. There it is.
It's so pretty.
So you can make as many as you want. And it has given me a lot of branch consciousness. Looking, will that make a good cherry branch? So that's the cherry blossom.